I mean, like I said, man, it's protect yourself at all times. But like, right after they tell you that, it's obey my commands at all times too. And when in the moment, whenever it happened, I stopped. He said stop before he interjected, and I stopped. And you can see Alex continues to close the distance on me. So and then like I understand, like, yeah, it's a cold moment. Oh, he got hit in the nuts. He got pushed off. It wasn't a groin. He pushed it off, and then he came. It wasn't a groin strike, and him closing the angle on me while I'm trying to check and make sure he's good and things like that. It was a gritty competitive move. I should have something I should have peeped, caught on to, and protected myself against. But if Herb Dean could have done anything, I would have liked to have had a more clean and better reset. That's yeah. I think that would have been one thing I would have liked to see differently. I mean, like the fact that a ref will give your opponent the control of the octagon like that. It makes me kind of think before I just straight up just disengage and just obey a ref's command like that. Like, you know what I mean? If I'm being honest, I don't want to, like I said, I ain't trying to make no excuse or anything. But if there's one thing that I look back on the fight that I would have done differently, it would have been kind of more so disregarded that command and stayed on my fight, on my like I was the angles, because the only time the angle, the steps, or even the steps that I took were in that moment where I was expecting a little bit of a break. He stepped behind me, so he wasn't exactly in my line of sight when he gave the go ahead signal. I did hear the fight, but it was a little late. If you hear it in the video, people got a little loud and things like that. But yeah, bro. As far as from Herb Dean, I would like to separate from me. I need to recognize the situation, quick, bang, and defend myself. You know, he landed a good shot. He landed a good shot. He was able to get. He closed it. He grabbed my hand, stepped on my foot. Kind of went down from that. But for the most part, it was just good, well placed shots that kind of knocked my equilibrium off a little bit. But it was nothing that was like damage. I never had a headache. I was never felt concussed or anything like that. I remember the full sequence of the things that happened. So yeah. It was no damage, and I'm just ready to move on, ready to get back in there. I'm already in good shape. I'm feeling good. Heading into another camp just makes sense. I get to go into a camp in shape rather than going into a camp off a layoff. So I think that'll be a huge plus, and it'll help me go out more and put on the performance I need to against Khalil Roundtree to put myself back in position to get that Alex Pereira fight back. Yeah, 100%. That's it was not so much, honestly, for me now. It's not even about the gold strap. It's about getting back to that fight. I want to fight with Alex again, just because of the narrative surrounding it and everything. And I know what I was feeling in there, and I know what type of time it's really on whenever we step in there again. So I just want to get to that fight. That's the fight that I really want. Now, there was a fight, and a lot of people I've seen the controversy of people speaking on the stoppage and things like that with Herb, where after I kicked Alex in the hip, and it appeared to be a low blow. And I'm just gonna say just protect yourself at all times. Wow. There my feelings on it honestly just don't matter, just for the simple fact a lot of people didn't like how I sold the fight. They didn't like the build up to the fight, they don't like me personally. So it's irrelevant. I just take it as a lesson learned. And just grow from it from there, and just understand that it's protect yourself at all times. It's protect yourself at all times, and pay attention, and stay focused at all times. Even through anything, even through commands and through gamesmanship at that. I took no damage. Most of the fall was me falling down. I remember everything. I remember looking up, seeing his legs. I remember him coming in, trying to block, trying to reach for the underhook. He He was able to land some shots and kind of throw my equilibrium off on the other side, but I was coherent the whole time throughout and through for the most part, you know. So I'll take this on. We moving forward. I'm gonna put it on this next guy, Khalil Roundtree. I'm right back at it. I want Alex. I want that fight again. That's the fight the only fight that I want at this point. I want to get back to that fight so I can finish on that what I was showing.